Yeah, this is what an informal interview chat
Indeed.
manifestation party looks like between my dear friend Tracie and myself. Uh, Tracie, how's it going over for you out there in Ohio?
It's going well. It's very chilly, but it's okay.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've been discussing marketing strategies, and so some of you, if you're not a holistic practitioner, this might be peeking behind the curtain and seeing the man behind the curtain. Like most people are hooked on selling on pain points. Oh, your back is in pain, your emotional pain, your trauma, all this pain, and that's valid, and everyone wants to get out of pain, and it certainly is the motivator. People don't take action, they don't go to the doctor until they're in pain. But that's how our society is wired, and that's not how all societies are. But I was just sharing with Tracie how, for me, I like to market towards self-discovery, self-mastery, self-empowerment, self-understanding, and that's really how these the white time gemstone classes and white time energy healing classes, what they provided for me and for the people that I have the privilege and honor to work with, who hear the call and they take the classes and they study with me. It's about transformation, and the thing is, the pain falls away, or you have new solutions to manage, mitigate, or release and resolve pain. But all the while, it's about self growth and self mastery, and awakening to the true potential that we all have as individuals, unique individuals. And really, to me, that's what white time does. Being able to help people out of pain is, to me, a sort of a byproduct or a feature of it, but not a central motivation for anyone to study these classes. I think once you study these classes, you open up to a whole world beyond the human consciousness level, and you start to see your position, your role in everything in creation, and it's very gentle and expansive, as you go deeper into the education and the philosophy of white time. So that's my little spiel, I guess. I don't know. Of course I
Great.
do know. Who am I kidding? I've been
That's great.
teaching this for 16 years, and I've witnessed transformations, and people who studied with me for a while. I'm very bad at eliciting testimonials. I don't know what it is, but
Yeah.
sometimes people just send me an email, or they'll come up to me in person. And this one woman, she said, "Brad, you completely changed, and you saved my life. I felt isolated. I felt disconnected, and now I feel like I belong to something that's larger than myself, and that I'm really contributing." And that was such an amazing thing to hear. Someone just,
Yeah.
I've been able to permanently improve someone's life and perspective on living. And it was not me specifically; it's the training and everything. So yeah. So Tracie, you were gonna read something.
Yeah. So the copy. Have crystals been calling out to you? Are you looking for an opportunity to learn more about crystal healing? Are you looking to raise your personal vibration and increase your spiritual awareness? I love that. That's
Who wrote that?
exactly what you wrote that in your copy.
Oh. It sounds so nice when other people read it.
Yeah. Isn't that so funny? Like sometimes people will tell me, oh yeah, you said this, blah blah blah. I said that? Are you sure? Or like I'll read something that I wrote. Wow, I wrote
Uh,
that?
you know,
That's cool.
we should introduce ourselves for those people who stumble
Practice,
across us. Who are
yeah.
these crazy kids here? Why don't you go first while I hydrate?
Okay, my name is Tracie Speth. I am the owner of Hot Yoga Twinsburg. I teach Bikram yoga and have been doing this in Twinsburg for pretty much the last 9 years, teaching Bikram yoga since 2009. So it's one of my passions, but also have been curious and studied different things such as crystals. Um, Astrology is one of my little pet passions. I deal with Seraphim blueprint energy as well. So there's a few different energy healings that I like to that I was called to do for my own, spiritual healing or emotional empowerment.
Wow. I'm
Yeah.
really interested in the Seraphim uh,
Blueprint.
blueprint.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a conversation for another time. My goodness. I created a gemstone layout that connects with the Seraphim.
Mm.
So maybe we can look at that.
Well,
Speaking
that's why I
of,
was that's why I was so excited when you said you did the Seraphim Archangel with Michael and with Uriel, the downloaded music crystal work, thing that we're doing on Friday. So the
yeah,
Friday, whatever, March
well, Friday,
4th,
March 4th.
third or
Yeah.
fourth or fifth or sixth, something
So
like
yeah,
that.
anyone in in the Ohio neighborhood is
Yeah.
welcome to physically attend. I've created the one of the benefit. Well, so I'm Bradford Tilden.
BTW, by the
I'm
way.
very excited. I've known Tracie for quite some time, and it's been a wonderful thing. We've always kept in touch, and then we reconnected. I love how large celestial bodies orbit, and then they come back and
Very
overlap. And
circle, yeah.
we're in that beautiful overlap right now, and it's fantastic. And so I'm really excited to be sharing some of my offerings with Tracie and the community out there in Ohio. I'm here in little old Cheshire, Connecticut,
Hmm.
a little quasi-rural, quasi-suburban town in Connecticut. I grew up in Massachusetts, very much in East Coast. I am a WASP, a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. Got all that checked. But I'm also a starseed, a light worker, and an ambassador for Lemurian seed crystals. If you don't know what those are, well, I've got a workshop coming up. Um, I'm also a #1 best-selling Amazon author now.
Yeah, you are.
I'm part of an energy medicine book called Energy Medicine Solutions. It's extraordinary. 25 different authors write a chapter about their choice of a story or an experience that they've had with an energy healing modality, and offer a tool or resources afterwards, and their contact information. It's unlike anything that I've ever seen in print, and I was so honored to be part of that. And I, of course, focused on universal white time gemstone healing, which is what Tracie just read the sort of marketing description of, and what really did help to empower me. And it's spiritually, it was definitely spiritual healing and awakening for me that for in a very short amount of time, I went from trauma to awakening, and I was connected to white time gemstone healing. And because of how I was guided to it, if you want to read that, I don't have to tell the story anymore. I just tell people to buy the book and read my chapter,
I
because
love
it's like it's great.
that.
It's really great. And then there's a link for a guided meditation that connects you with your divine essence at the end of my chapter, one that goes really deep and also connects to your higher self. It's very powerful stuff. I'm going all over the place. The first time I ever facilitated an event. I called it the Open Healing Arts Exchange at this little psychics shop in the Castro when I lived in California, called Shift Happens. And I had a crystal bowl, and I just had this knack for creating guided visualizations and guided meditations. It's
Mm.
just this thing that I love to do, and I'm finally starting to actually produce some to sell. It's hot on my mind because I had a distance gemstone healing client last night,
Mm.
and I gave her a layout and sent the energies, and then I was guided to give her this amazing guided meditation that doing some things that I've never asked people to do before, and I have it recorded, and I'm going to replicate it. But anyway, I'm losing my train of thought. But in the book, I actually wrote out in words a guided meditation that you can read and sort of do at the same time. And I know that's difficult for people, so I have the link for the audio at the end of the chapter to actually experience a much
Wow,
larger guided meditation.
that's
So
awesome.
yeah,
What was the name of the book again?
Energy Medicine Solutions on Amazon, on Amazon.com.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank
And
you.
actually, Tracie, we are having a author celebration tomorrow night, and anyone's able to attend. You're more than welcome to attend on the Zoom link. Probably a good idea for me to send that out to my.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm very, very excited to be coming to Ohio, into your community, and we're going to be doing the Archangel Meditation
Mhm.
Experience, where I have created these layouts for Archangel Michael and Archangel Uriel, and two separate half-hour sound healing uh, uh, meditations, and the
Mhm.
combination of those makes a very powerful experience for people.
With
I,
crystal.
what's that?
With a crystal.
With the crystals, yeah, with
Mhm.
everything. So, yeah, for me, the white time gemstone healing, it opened up knowledge I already had within myself.
Mhm.
And oddly enough, the knowledge I have is of frequency healing and an awareness, intuitive awareness of that, like tuning into someone's energy field and knowing what crystals to use to bring them into alignment. Now, bringing into alignment is code word for healing.
Mhm.
It's code word for strengthening or reclaiming. It doesn't have to be something that's in pain or anything. It could be something that's just missing,
Mhm.
like a missing part, a missing piece, or an unveiling of something that's been shrouded or covered by something that's not of your divine essence. So many people who have worked with crystals in the past have discovered that they just connect with them in a new way. They just understand them more. They integrate them more into their life. They also connect more with nature and with other life forms. And living on this planet at this time is such a phenomenal thing. And when you start to work with the energies of crystals and gemstones, you're talking about the mineral kingdom, and pretty much everything organic is made of minerals. Everything. So
Mhm.
you're suddenly connected to everything. Like I can connect to this weird little plant. I don't even know the name of it. It's just it's just you can just it's just really, it just opens you in such a gentle way. Uh, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, and I don't have many words to share other than what I just have.
Well, you had mentioned to me one of the many times we've talked already about this, that connecting with the crystal and gemstone, um, not universe, but kingdom, maybe. It's just pure unconditional love, correct? Like every
Yeah,
time you connect with it, it's nothing more or less. It's just always unconditional love.
yeah.
And you said something to that effect, and I love that because
Mhm.
it's just there. Their job is just to be here to hold this frequency, this energy, this love, this divine
Yep.
whatever. And you hold on to a crystal or you put it near you, and it changes you,
Hmm.
affects you.
I have my Archangel Uriel crystal here, actually.
Ooh.
Yeah, Steve connects with me through it. Yeah. So as you were saying that, I was reminded that of the concept of predation, like predator, prey,
Mm,
and this dynamic is prevalent in every kingdom of life on this planet except the mineral.
mm,
So in that sense, they really are pure unconditional love. They grow simply by organizing molecules as they what they do is they absorb, their consciousness absorbs different uh, uh, parts of the cosmic bandwidth of I don't like the word radiation, but cosmic energy that's always coming, that we're always exposed to,
okay.
and they absorb specific aspects of it, and those specific aspects grow into perfect geometrical expressions at the atomic or the subatomic level. So they are perfect encapsulations and expressions of the perfection of cosmic energy.
Mm,
And they grow up to the macro size, and it reflects the molecular structure, which is why quartz crystals are six-sided, because the molecular structure of them is hexagonal. And I'm not a I'm not a geologist. I am not I'm not a gemologist. I'm interested. I mean, those are interesting things, and that's interesting brain candy. But that doesn't. I mean, that gives reason as to why a particular stone has a particular color or frequency or anything, and that's great. But for me, it's all about, well, how do you engage with that? How do you connect with that life force that the crystals are emitting?
Okay.
Because it is a certain life force. As we have, as humans, a complex expression of frequencies. You know, each eye has a different frequency. The liver has a different frequency. The skin, our shape, you know, everything about us has a different frequency. And then combined, we have a composite frequency or vibration, that what frequency that we're vibrating at. That's constantly changing. But crystals are constant. You know, this crystal will always have this one frequency. And so with that, you can focus, you can align, you can affect, you can manipulate. You know, how does this frequency interact with your heart chakra? Well, it'll probably interact differently with your throat chakra,
Mhm.
etc. And so it's a world of like vibration that we're in. We are vibration.
Mhm.
And you know, our consciousness holds together this physical expression with our DNA that makes us look like this, and our willpower and can change that with the epigenetics. You know, so it's fascinating, this world of frequency, and crystals are really at the fundamental heart of of uh, of frequencies and of consciousness and of life. So
Love it.
I don't know why I'm making these weird faces with you. My inner child comes out with you a lot. This is like not like a. This isn't you know. This isn't this kind of interview. My
Well, me, like my essence is to have fun at all times, in all
yeah,
situations, to make jokes and
yeah.
play games, because
Mhm.
why not? You know, like we're here on this planet to experience joy and love and laughter and happiness, and it's not it's not for me. It's a lot easier to experience those things than
Yeah,
stay in depression or sadness or whatever. But it
definitely. And
helps
it,
to move the energy around.
yeah, it's so much easier to be in love when you're around other people, and you know, in those vibrations as well, especially.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. One of the things
You.
I learned from Tony Robbins, just like earlier this year, I did his Unleash the Power Within, like one of my like dream come trues type of thing. Like whether it was just virtual, but I don't care.
Yeah.
What he talked about, you know, if you ever have to go do something, or you need to be somewhere and you need to be in a certain state of mind, and you're just not feeling it, like change your state, like spend 10 or 20 seconds, blare some music that's positive that you really like, jump up and down for 10 or 20 seconds, maybe even longer, just move your body, and that will change your state of mind. And when I start to feel like down in the dumps, or like things aren't going my way, I like blast on some T Swift or whatever and just like start shaking it off like she sings about, you know, like, and really in a matter of minutes, my state of mind has changed. My frequency, my energy has changed, because you know, you just gotta shake it off.
Wow. That's awesome. Yeah. It's a good reminder for anyone that it's always possible in any
Yeah,
moment to shift your energy.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you
Absolutely.
for the reminder.
You're very welcome.
Yes.
um, do we feel complete with this interview?
Yeah, we're gonna do some upselling, I think.
Okay.
So, I yes, I'm visiting Tracie Tracie's yoga studio in March for a couple
Hmm.
very special events. And we've actually scheduled the level one gemstone healing training for the first weekend in May, I believe.
First weekend in March.
No, no, May 6th and 7th to come back to teach
Oh, the actual like the weekend work.
class.
Oh, yes. Let me
Yeah,
just look those dates up right quick, and
yeah,
we can have the right information.
yeah. And for those,
First weekend in May, May 6th and 7th.
excellent. Look at my brain remembering that. Yeah.
Love it.
So, yeah, please reach out to Tracie or myself if you're interested. We're keeping that class small. I always keep small classes because you get more hands-on, one-on-one experience, and it's much more rewarding. The spaces will fill up quickly, so please contact Tracie
Mhm.
um, and, and register for that class. Would be fantastic to have you, to take you down this adventure of a lifetime, if you will. And yeah, if you're watching this and you can't get to Ohio, but you're interested in what you hear, you can visit my website, crystalmusichealing.com. I have a couple other uh, classes, level 1 classes
Mhm.
scheduled. One is in a lake mansion on a lake in North Carolina coming up in January, and then I'll be in Sedona, Arizona, at the beginning of February. So, and in Ohio in May,
Mhm.
and but definitely in Ohio to play around with archangels and
Ooh,
crystals and
that's in
Lemurian
March.
seed
Yes,
crystals.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it's at Tracie's amazing yoga
Yeah,
studio.
thank you.
So I'd love to see you there, and I'd love to see you at any class. I came here, I incarnated to educate, inspire, and activate, not necessarily in that order. And so yeah, I'm here. I'm of service, and I've got a lot of exciting things I can share with a lot of amazing people. And I'm so excited, Tracie.
Yes, it's going to be great. Thank you, Bradford.
Sure. And where's your website?
My website is hotyogatwinsburg.com. We've got classes every day of the week, pretty much, and we do events, every couple of months. Sometimes they're crystal bowl events, sometimes they're archangel experiences. We've done uh, crystal workshops in the past as well, and now we've got a couple of crystal workshops coming up in the spring up to 2023.
Awesome.
Yeah,
All
thank you.
right. Well, thanks you for watching, and thank you, Tracie, for inviting me.
You're very
And
welcome.
see you at an event.
Yes.